Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my everyday full coverage foundation routine and also how to conceal freckles. So I have posted a video on my YouTube channel. I think it was probably about a year or two ago. I don't really know how long, on how to conceal freckles. And that video like really blew up. A lot of people were always, I like still get comments to this day on the video on how do I conceal my freckles, because I've tried out all my techniques. And I remember in that first video I had literally just put a shitload of concealer on and then foundation on top and then more concealer on top. And I just felt like 2 years later I don't need all that makeup on. I just felt like that was too much makeup personally, and I finally just like learned new techniques 2 years later on how to conceal freckles completely. Because if you are like me and have freckles, I will tell you, and I tell everybody this, if you love your freckles, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead, flaunt them and wear them proudly. But me personally, I wear makeup because I hate my freckles. And at every beginning of the video, you guys always see how I am with my freckles. Like, I just have a whole bunch right here and I hate my freckles. And it's so frustrating because I'm like the only person in my family with freckles. Like, my other sister, she just has a little bit on her chin. But it's like I just have a face full of them, and it's just like nobody understands that what it's like to have just clear skin, no freckles, no nothing. Like, I just want to wake up one morning and just be like, nothing on my face. But it's so frustrating because everybody's like, you should love them, and I'm just like, no, like, I want clear skin. So don't get mad if you're upset at me because I conceal my freckles. And if you, like I said, if you love your freckles and you have them, flaunt them, show them off to the world. But me personally, I don't like my freckles, so I love to conceal them. That way, that's why when in the winter time I wear makeup, because I'm like, yes, I don't have to sweat it off. And then in the summertime, I'm just like, oh, it's summer, you can't wear any makeup because it's so damn freaking hot out, and you just sweat off the makeup. And if you know, all year round in the summer, I never wear makeup because it's too hot and I don't want to be a melting crayon. And then in the winter time, that's the only time where I wear makeup because it's like, it's still cold, you won't sweat off your makeup. So anyways, besides that, this is a whole new video on how to conceal freckles. I really go in detail on how to conceal them because a lot of people still comment on that video saying that they tried every single technique that they used in that video on how to conceal it and that they still peek through. I found the #1 reasons as to why freckles peek through, and you are going to learn in this video why you need to stop doing that trick. So if you guys want to find out how to conceal freckles without using so much makeup, then please keep on watching. I'm so happy to do this video because this video has been long requested and it's long overdue. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go do my hair right now because it looks like a hot mess because I just finished showering. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what videos you want to see. You guys are highly requested this video, so don't forget, comment down and let me know what else you want to see, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Okay guys, so to get started, I'm gonna first moisturize my face as per usual. I do the same routine every day. I usually use my Clinique moisturizer, but I ran out of that, so I'm just using some Target brand by the Up and Up. It's actually really good and I like it because I do have a little bit of dry skin and it's kind of oily, so it's really nice for me. So I take my favorite of all time, newfound love, the Clinique All Day foundation. I forgot what it is, but I am in the shade Cream Whip and I love this foundation so much. A lot of people complain about this applicator, but I really like the way it like applies. Like, it's just such a beautiful foundation. It retails for $27 and it is amazing because it is full coverage. Now I do use my newfound love, the Real Techniques diamond shaped sponge, and now this is the key to covering your freckles. You need to find a foundation that is lightweight but is full coverage at the same time. My problem with not covering my freckles was I was just using such sheer foundations that weren't full coverage and felt heavy on the face, so I was applying about 4 to 5 layers. I'm not even going to say that much. I'm going to just say about 2 to 3 layers So it was just so heavy, and I was getting so many laugh lines and creasing. And I just found that when you use a full coverage foundation that's lightweight, just like this Clinique foundation, that's really gonna help cover your freckles. So if you struggle with covering your freckles, try out this foundation. It's 100% full coverage, and I only need one layer of this to really cover everything. I'm telling you guys, try out this foundation. It is totally worth the money. I will go into a little bit more detail about this foundation if you do want another video to explain why I love this foundation so much. But the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, oh my god, it's better than the Beauty Blender, and it's cheaper too. So now this is also my newfound favorite concealer. It's the Tarte Shape Tape, and if you haven't tried it out, you need to. It retails for $18, I believe. I am in like one of the most palest shades. So I love this concealer so much because it does not crease on me, and it just really makes me get such a beautiful highlight, and it also helps conceal my freckles because it is such a full coverage. And you just don't need a lot. Like usually I don't do this much concealer. I just put it underneath my eyes and down the center of my nose, but today, just for the purpose of this video, I really highlighted my face. And as you can see with my beauty blender, well, Real Technique sponge, I really just pat everything. I don't swipe, and I don't use a brush to apply foundation or concealer because that is what's forcing you to make your foundation sheer out. So the next thing I do use is my MAC Studio Fix. Now I know a lot of people will say, why are you adding an extra layer of foundation? This is a foundation powder, and I love it because it's so nice and full coverage, and I love that. And when you have freckles, you want that extra full coverage. You want full coverage everything. So just a layer of this to set your foundation, your under eye concealer, it really is going to help make sure that no freckles peek through. Like look at this, guys. I've only used one layer of foundation, one layer of concealer, one layer of powder, and you don't see anything. Before, back then, like I said, I was using 2 to 3 layers, and it just would not cover up. And I really found the key as to why there were so many layers. And once again, I take my beauty blender and I just really pat everything out. Make sure that everything is flawless, seamless, that there's not really dry patches. And look at, guys, look how great it looks without so many layers. You don't look cakey, your face doesn't feel heavy. So now the next key to covering your freckles, you need a translucent powder that is not sheer. I've tried so many translucent powders that were just horrible, and I found that the Airspun was the best translucent powder if you have freckles. So this retails for about like $5 to $7. And what I do is I take it on the powder puff that comes with, and I use it to set the rest of my face. If you notice, I don't use the MAC Studio Fix to set my face, just where I set my concealer. And I use that concealer especially where my freckles are. So I do take my regular beauty blender and I use the translucent to set my laugh lines and set just underneath my eyes. Now the key is, most people use the translucent powder to set the entire under eye area, but if you do that, baking as they call it, you're gonna end up shearing out your concealer and foundation, and that's gonna end up making your freckles peek through. I've tried Makeup Forever, I've tried Laura Mercier, and all of those sheer powders, they just make my freckles appear even more. This Airspun is so thick that it doesn't shear out your foundation. Like, do you guys see how I'm just applying it right underneath my eye? I'm not applying it anywhere else. That's it. Then I take a brush and I don't let the Airspun bake too long on my face. I brush it off in less than a minute because it doesn't need to be baked, because you're not baking your face. You don't want to highlight. So once again, try this technique out, and I'm telling you guys, you will never see a freckle once again on your face. Just really, really, really try out this powder, and don't try out any other sheer translucent powders. Like, do you guys see how good it looks? You don't see one freckle peeking through. And once again, that was one layer of everything. So next, I take my Shade and Light Contour Kit by Kat Von D. I love this. This is my newfound favorite contour kit. I do take the lightest shade and I do mix it in with the second one because that's just the perfect combination for me. Now, if you do notice, I am using a really thin stippling brush, and the reason for this is because the stippling brush is really going to help give me that precise contour, and it's not going to break up my foundation. Like I said, I like using a beauty blender to apply my foundation and concealer, because when you use a brush and you're buffing it in, you're shearing out your foundation. So now with the stippling brush, it's blending it out really nicely, but it's not going to break up your foundation at the same time. So I'm telling you guys, try this technique. If you just use a regular brush and you're just buffing, you're breaking up your foundation layer. So you don't want to do that. The stippling is just going right on top of it, and it's giving you that airbrush finish, and at the same time it is blending for you. So you don't have to overblend. And that's the biggest thing with having freckles. You overblend, and that breaks up your makeup. So now I'm using my favorite all-time blush, which is just Jordana. It's like $2. This blush, if you watch my channel for a while, you know how much I love this. It's just the perfect mauve blush. Just applying blush regularly, no special techniques for this needed. And then once again, I am using my all-time favorite love, the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero kit. I love Nicole. I've watched her ever since she had red hair and lived with her mom. Oh my god, her kit and her personality herself, she's just amazing. So I am taking, I believe it is Glow Getter. I'm just applying this normally with a Morphe brush on top of my cheekbones. Once again, no special technique for this. I just really love highlighting, and as you guys can see, I just keep the highlight on the top of my cheekbones. I don't take it down too far onto my cheeks, because then that's going to give you more texture. But like I said, if you are an oily person, you don't want to take it down too far, because that's going to give you more texture. If you have a little bit more dry skin, you can go ahead and feel free to apply on the top of your cheekbones. Jerry Springer was playing, so you know I had to watch him. So yeah, I do take it on my nose because I love my nose being so highlighted. I don't know if I'm the only one. So off camera, I do apply my mascara, and of course that is my L'Oreal Telescopic. I've used that mascara for years. So next, I am taking this lip liner. It's pink. I totally forgot the name, but of course it'll be listed in the down bar below. I'm just going to line my lips. Once again, no special technique for that. And today I am using the Kylie Cosmetics, what is it? Who was that? The Kardashian? What? Courtney? No, Chloe. Chloe. This is the Chloe Money. It is a matte lipstick, and I'm not really a fan of matte lipsticks ever since I tried the ColourPop matte lipsticks, and I hated those. Like, they dried out my lips. It felt heavy. But guys, like Kylie, I don't know what she did to them. They are so nice, so smooth, and they don't feel heavy at all. Like, I just put one layer on, and let me tell you, that whole layer lasted me the entire day. I don't need to touch up on it. It just really stays on, and I really like it. I do purchase a lot from her line, so I'm not gonna lie, like, I really do like her formula. So thumbs up to her. And yeah guys, this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned some new techniques from this video. I've never talked so much during a voiceover. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments below if this really helped you out. I would really like to know, because I know this is a highly requested video. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if this helped you, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!